Hi, you've reached my channel, Cosmic Vibrations. I am going to be doing a collective daily read for the 19th of November, which is a Thursday. It's technically tomorrow. Um, I'm going to pick one card to go on top, 5 on the bottom to explain the top one. And I am going to put a link down below in the description box for when the reading starts, so you can just skip straight to the reading instead of going through this part. There are a couple of things I want to talk about though, so if you feel like sticking around, by all means do that too. So let's see, which one should be, I'm going to do this one. So I've had something come up the past bunch of days since I started this channel back up again, where random people are putting links in the comments section of the videos to basically like online porn. And I noticed the first 3 comments that were put on there were automatically eliminated by YouTube itself, so I didn't have to do anything. It just didn't show up even though he was on there. But yesterday, someone commented on yesterday's reading with a link to online porn that actually stayed there and wasn't removed by by YouTube. And so I had to remove it myself. And it is a real surprise because so far these readings are maybe tops getting like 25 views. Some of the videos are 12 views, some of them are 28. There aren't that many views. So some people are trolling my channel and putting links to porn in the comments section. So I just wanted to put it out there that if for some reason some links sneak through and manage to make it onto the comment section, if you see it before me, please report it. Yeah, and my aunt asked me the other day why I'm not showing my face anymore, because last year, the 2 years that I was on the channel, I was showing my face. And part of it is because some days I have bad hair days, I don't feel so hot, I don't really feel like showing my face, because when you do show your face, you know, you have to put on makeup, you have to make sure that you look decent. Some days I really just don't feel like putting the extra effort into looking nice for the camera. The whole point of these is mainly for the readings themselves, but also back then, ever since I started the channel, for those first 2 years before I left, I was getting emails because I always put my email down below in the description box in case someone actually wants to get a private reading from me. People were emailing me, hitting on me in my email, saying, you know, you're really beautiful. I know you're probably older than me, but I was interested in getting to know you better, blah, blah, blah. And I usually just ignored them and didn't respond back. This channel is not intended for me to find people to date through. And so I just decided instead of showing my face, I'd rather just show the reading in my hands. That way I'm probably less likely to have people trolling me on my comment section or by my email for my business and trying to hit on me, basically, which I don't even really understand. There's a lot more beautiful readers on YouTube than me. So I just wanted to put that out there so you guys were aware of it. And that way, if you do notice anything weird going on in the comments, you could report it because I'm not always on the computer checking the comments all the time. And I definitely don't want links to online porn from my channel. So just wanted to get that out there. Let's see. Let's do this this one. So this is for November 19th, 2020. And there'll be one main message of the day and then explainer cards. Oh, I don't know why that wanted to be flipped. Nice. And by all means, if you ever want to share this channel with people that you know that you think might enjoy them, please do so. I'm still trying to expand the amount of people that are watching these. If you feel like sharing them or letting other people know about them, oops. Okay. Oh, there it is again. Interesting. I'm going to pick another card to go with this because this came out as the central card the other day, and I want a little bit more information on that. What does the Seven of Fire have to do with? Ah. All right. Sorry about my squeaky chair. Here we go. This is an interesting reading for Thursday, November 19th. All right. As your central energy of the day, or I guess what you could call the theme of the day, is the Wheel, also known as the Wheel of Fortune, and with the Seven of Fire. So it seems like not only are you determined to get things moving and going by keeping busy, knocking things out, possibly even making lists of things that you have to get done, or even just simply focusing your creative energy towards having your situation in your life evolve, continue to grow, and also to get the energy moving. Perhaps before the energy was very slow and things were not progressing as fast as they normally do, where possibly certain things were delayed. And so you are determined to get the energy going again on keeping in a good flow with things. This also is saying that if you've been working really hard, if you have been focused, if you've been knocking things out, the universe is supporting you. And so this is bringing in positive change, positive growth, lucky breaks. Things are working out easier than they normally do because you have stayed focused. And also what you're focusing on these days is making sure that things are flowing, growing, moving forward, and your luck is improving based off of your own efforts. And the universe completely supports you in this process. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune represents a year, especially in this deck because it's the 4 seasons. It represents the year wheel of returning back to where you started a year ago. So perhaps for some of you, you started something a year ago that you have been working really hard on, or focusing your attention on, that now seems to be bringing results, positive results, a harvest of sorts, and is continuing to grow, where you may come full circle, in other words, and you may notice that there's a distinct positive change that has come out of all of this hard work and focusing your energies. So, and some of you may have something lucky happen with finding an ideal job, or finding your sense of purpose in life, or being able to do something with your talents and your abilities, in showing off your skills and being appreciated for your skills. Some of you also may be focusing on environmental things, on activism, doing the work, doing research to find out how you can be part of improving things on the behalf of the planet, nature, working with plants, farming, growing food, things like that too. Caring for the environment. Okay, then you have the Ace of Cups, so a brand new beginning with love or emotional feeling. This is bliss, this is happiness, this is a new beginning that brings you a lot of joy. This could be related to things like romance and relationships, where you've met someone that you're interested in or have budding feelings for. This could be coming from someone towards you as well, where you're being offered love by someone. This can also just be a feeling of renewal, a feeling of being excited and feeling things very deeply, and feeling like there's positive potentials for emotional growth in your life, where you feel emotionally renewed. So let's get more information about that. That's really nice. Sometimes it can represent the birth of a child or new life, a new opportunity that makes you extremely happy. Which one do I want to use? I want to use this one. It's a birth of some kind, whether it's a birth of something creative, a birth of a relationship, a birth of a child. Feeling at peace. Feeling a sense of calm. What does this Ace of Cups have to do with? You may meet someone today. Oh wow, the Two of Cups. You may very well meet someone today, or if you're in a relationship, your relationship is in focus today. There's a feeling of agreement, settling differences, creating joy in the relationship, feeling extremely blessed and happy. One more. The Fool, starting a new relationship, finally trusting a bond that you have with someone, feeling a sense of partnership, It's a new beginning with being able to get along with other people too. If it doesn't have to do with an actual romantic relationship, it's taking a risk and a leap of faith in approaching relationships completely differently from before, where now it's more about nonviolent communication, compromise, working together, mutual respect, mutual love, companionship, feeling supported. This can also be a partnership of any kind, can be a business partnership, but I'm getting more from this that it's love, or that you're ready. You feel ready to jump into love again. And so you're looking forward to new opportunities, or you may very well have met someone new that you feel a very strong connection to, and you're actually willing to trust and take a leap and take a risk in trusting this and seeing where it takes you. This can also be a proposal for someone, or taking things to the next level, as they put it, or deciding to actually really work together. Interesting. Okay. So next you have the Seven of Wands, which is the same exact thing as the Seven of Fire. If you compare them, in one, it's a woman working really hard and knocking things out. She's hammering iron out, or forging things in the forge fires. The other guy is very intent on fending off energy that is being thrown at him. So this is more defensive, and this is more just focused work without having to defend yourself or create space for yourself. It's almost like the man in this version is saying, back off, I need some space. In both situations, focus is necessary. You have to focus on what is coming at you in order to fend it off. And you have to focus on forging, because you're working with things that are really hot. And so you can't become distracted or look away. Otherwise, you can severely injure yourself. Really, in both of these scenarios, if either one of them looked away for a moment, they could be in danger, or they could have an accident of some kind. This man could get knocked over by those wands being thrown at him. She could accidentally hammer her own hand or burn herself. So it's a double message of, you really need to focus on what's at hand, or what is right in front of you. I like this version better because she doesn't necessarily have to fend anything off. This man I always feel bad for, because I'm sure he would much rather be doing something else than this. Even though he's capable, even though he has higher ground, even though he's willing to fend the energy off, I'm sure he would much rather be doing something else than this. So let me get more information on how you can deal with this situation. Actually, I'm going to pick this, or what that has to do with. Why are you fending things off? Or why do you feel like you have to fend things off, or people off? I mean, I suppose it could be some kind of a training where he's sparring and training for something. It almost seems like martial arts, or learning how to work fast on your feet. So it doesn't necessarily have to be fending something off. It can also be training, or pushing yourself to see what you're capable of, or some kind of discipline. But let's see. What does this have to do with? Interesting. Okay. Let me get more. Let me get one more from here. the Sun. All right. Okay, I'm just going to blurt what I get out instead of trying to explain it to you. You may be having to defend or stand up for your spiritual beliefs, or your beliefs in general, or your spirituality, or your values. Also, I'm getting, if you continue to stay focused, if you continue to discipline yourself in getting things done or doing what is right, taking care of what's right in front of you, you have backup from Spirit on this. So you don't have to worry about defeat. You don't have to worry about this continuing for forever. You are more than capable of standing up for something or fending off energy that you do not want around or defining your boundaries. You are fully backed up with this by Spirit. And it almost seems like you're fending off icky energy, whether it's people being mean to each other, people acting like bratty children to each other, the energy not being pure. Lilies represents purity. It also can represent sexuality too, and spirit or ancestral spirits. You are fending off icky energy in order to maintain purity in your space around you, where you don't have to deal with difficult energy that does not have the best in mind for you or for others, or even a situation. So you are backed up by Spirit in this. It shouldn't be difficult to do. I'm not getting the feeling that you have to fend something off for forever. Just to maintain boundaries, maintain your space, and not allow in to your sphere or your bubble anything that you think or feel doesn't have the best in mind, if that makes any sense. I'm also getting defending traditions or standing up for and creating space so that people can be healthy, or that family values or the values of generations before you is able to continue. I'm getting a strong sense of caring for the outdoors in here, caring for health in here, caring for old methods of doing things that have been tried and true methods for thousands of years. This can also be defending land. Maybe you're fighting to keep a piece of land, or to keep land from being destroyed, or fighting for environmental rights, fighting for land, fighting to keep land that you have. Interesting. But overall, with it, you have the Sun. So you will be successful in whatever it is that you feel so strongly about, that you are willing to fend off energy over. You will be successful in this, and you also have support in this from Spirit, from the divine, and also from fellow people that are also on the same page as you. So don't feel as though you have to do this on your own. You can find support with these things. Even if this is an energetic thing, as in prayer or putting the intent out there, you are striving very hard not to feel overwhelmed or beaten by things that are going on in the outside world, where you don't have to feel as though you're the only one who feels that way. There are plenty of other people out there that feel the exact same way, that you can band up with in a creative way in order to create some positive change. And also with using your intentions, you can put energy out there through meditation, through prayer, through just simply throwing your will out there to protect nature. It's kind of reminding me of long distance Reiki. You don't have to actually be there. You don't actually have to do anything physical sometimes. All you have to do is believe in what you are capable of on a spiritual level and put the positive energy out there to protect what you value. Hopefully I'm making sense for you. So then you have the second Wheel of Fortune. You have 2 Wheels of Fortune in here. So something is definitely changing for the better here. If things were stagnant or slow moving before, they are no longer stagnant. They are no longer slow moving. Things are improving and you're seeing progress. You're seeing results. You're seeing things come into fruition or into balance or into being through all of this focusing and hard work. And also I'm getting changing your mentality as well, or changing what you thought you were capable of. Changing your thought processes. There's a lot of Jupiter energy here. So don't be afraid to ask for blessings. Don't be afraid to think positively. Don't be afraid to create what you wish, because it's very able to do so now. Things are definitely evolving for the better. But let me pick another card to go with that. So how is your luck changing for the better? And in what way? This can also be representing getting things knocked out and done so that you can go on some kind of a trip. So that you can get ready for a big change and have all your ducks in a row to the best of your ability. So let's see what the Wheel of Fortune is saying in this. Strength. You may feel more energized than you have in a long time. You may have drawn a lot of good luck to yourself by showing yourself for who you are and not being shy to stand up for what you believe in and your values, as well as self-esteem, as well as physical strength, as in health. Your health has improved if you have had health issues. If you were feeling tired or weak before, now you feel stronger. If you had issues before of giving in to people instead of fighting back when it really, really meant something to you, that has improved, where now you are not afraid to show your strength if you have to over things that mean a lot to you. You have improved greatly over things like being taken advantage of by other people, or not to be insulting, but be a yes person instead of saying no on those times when you want to say no. Something about this has dramatically changed, and you've done a lot of work towards this. So you're seeing definite results. You are being recognized for your abilities and your gifts, and you're starting to notice people are being much more respectful now because you emanate that energy of don't mess with me or my loved ones. And so that is being respected now, and you may be acknowledged for something. For somebody, this could even be fame or getting notoriety for something that you have fought for or done. Interesting. Fully expressing yourself. Yeah, interesting. Okay. There's the fox again. The sun and strength. There's strong Leo energy in here. There's strong Sagittarius energy in here. So, okay, let's pick some to go with the fox to help me explain that. Putting down limits. avoiding situations where people are being devious or tricky or cunning, or just to where you can't tell what people's intentions are. But let me see if there's a different meaning for it in here. What does this fox have to do with? You're afraid of being deceived, or you're afraid of being tricked, so you're not sure what to pick or choose. Or you haven't been wanting to make a major choice on something until you have all the information. But it looks as though you do some research and you find out more about this. So let's explain it this way. There's some kind of energy going on here that you don't completely trust. You're not sure what the intentions are, what the plan is, or what is actually really happening. There may be things happening underneath the surface that you pick up on or intuit, but what is going on the surface does not completely show what that is. I'm almost getting a vague feeling of paranoia from this, where it's hard to know when you're being paranoid or whether the intuition that you're getting is accurate or not if the surface does not show you what you feel. So there's been something going on that you're not so sure if you can trust it. And because of this, you have been at a standstill with it. You're not really sure what to do with this situation because you can't tell if your mind is playing tricks on you or if this is actually happening. But it looks as though either on the 19th you do some research, or you look in depth into this, or you do a little bit of checking things out, maybe a background check, or looking things up online to make sure that what something appears to be is actually what it is. Appearances have been tricky, where you're not sure if things are really what they seem. So you need to do research. You need to look into it, get some more information about it. Someone may also give you information about it. If people are coming to you telling you information that opens up your eyes to possibly things that are going on, don't automatically push them away or discard it. Think about it and do your own research, and you'll be able to get to the bottom of whatever this is. Let me see if I can get a resolution card. Temperance. Don't make any decisions about this situation where you're not sure what's happening until you have all the answers. You don't want to come off yourself as too extreme in this matter. It may not be as bad as you think. It may not be as good as you think, but when you do find out information about this, be even-keeled about it, or try to be in balance over this whole situation instead of letting it knock you off balance. Don't invest too much of your energy into something until you know exactly what you're dealing with. And that way, if you do receive bad news, then it won't topple you, or it won't upset you or your energy or your life so much. Things may be able to be worked with in this situation. It's just, this is another Sagittarius card. There's a lot of emphasis on truth in here. So, but also when you receive truth, do not overreact. Try to stay balanced in dealing with the information that you do get. And things may be able to be resolved or worked with here. It may not be that bad. It may not be as bad as you're thinking or feeling, but it seems as though something gets revealed where you can better understand what's happening. I know it's a little vague, but I kind of have to make it vague since this is a collective reading. If this resonates, you'll know, but don't try to make it resonate if it doesn't. So the last one that you have is my home is my castle. So again, I'm getting something about defense. You know, traditionally castles were for battles or for strongholds. You know, a lot of castles have tiny windows so that weapons can't sneak inside. These are strong stone structures that are meant to keep enemies out, and to be strongholds. So your home should be your safe place. If there's some kind of strange energy going on in your home, it may be time to figure out what it is and to get it out so that your home can be a peaceful, safe fortress. But at the same time, I'm getting a message in here that says, don't be on the defense too much, because you could attract more situations that make you that way in the future. So if you are blocking everything out in order to maintain a safe space, you may be blocking out some things that actually would be good. How can I put this? It's like expecting enemies to be around every corner, or being afraid of weird energy sneaking in somehow and needing to maintain space or boundaries, which for some of you, this may very well be the case, where you have to show your strength and lay down some boundaries on what you will or will not put up with in your sacred space. But at the same time, you don't want to be so on the defense that you are blocking out situations that could, or energy that could be actually really transformative and good for you. So let's see if I get more information on that. There's a really strong message in this reading that says that the divine has your back. And so don't forget that you have spiritual help too in filtering out icky energy. Why is this in here? You may be building a home, or you may be doing repairs on a home, or you may be working towards finding a home or getting a home, or making sure that you secure your home instead of losing your home. Let me get one more. You do not want arguments or fighting going on in your home, or there's some kind of fight over the home. So okay. So there's this defensive energy that wants to protect space. Then you have this energy that may be saying that some of you are doing repairs on your home, or you're building your own home, or buying a home and something about it needs to be built up or produced. And so while you're focusing, you don't want chaos in your space while you're trying to work. Which is this card, the Five of Air, otherwise known as the Five of Swords. There may be conflict, chaos, fighting, cruelty with words, or just disagreements going on that are distracting you from knocking out what actually really needs to be done here. And so by all means, if you have annoying, disruptive energy around you while you're trying to focus, by all means, make your sacred space a castle where that is not allowed in your space, period. Or you do not bring it with you when you go home. If this is going on in the outer world, where you do not bring this energy home with you, your home should be a safe place where you don't have to deal with that. I'm getting a message in here that if that is the case, you may want to do some protective magical things around your home. For everyone, this can be completely different. There's so many different traditions out there, but you could put protective symbols on posts in your home. You could put, I remember back, a Celtic tradition was When you build your home, after your home is done, you put a oak branch in the eave over your front door. There's so many different traditions out there of things you can do to kind of put that protective energy in your space. That way it's there even when you're not there. That's an option in here. But any of these things going on, if you do feel like there's energy you have to fend off, don't forget that you're not alone. You should have a partner in this, a partner in crime, where you have backup and you're not handling all this on your own, and you have other people that are right there in there with you. And also you have a lot of protection from the divine protecting you as well. So hopefully that made sense for you. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. And then pretty soon the monthlies for next month will be coming out as well. Okay, bye. Good luck.